ready in 3, 2.
Oh no.
Hey guys, welcome to Later on Wrestle Chat. I'm Gerard, that's Joe.
Hola.
EPIC.
How's it going?
MC Sketchy.
Me or the crowd?
It's going good, right, Joe?
It is going good.
WrestleMania was really good, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. So, did you watch it?
Hell yeah.
Did you watch WrestleMania?
Hell no.
All right, then.
Of course I watched it, of course.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, how are we going to talk about WrestleMania if you didn't watch WrestleMania and you had a week?
I had my eyes closed.
All right, then.
Just kidding.
Anyway, so WrestleMania was last Saturday.
Again.
And
Sunday.
Matches and the card were absolutely, well, they were good.
They were good.
Saturday night
Sunday was better.
I was literally about to say Saturday night was the better night, but okay. We're right off the bat opposing view thoughts. All right, cool. So why do you think Sunday night was better than Saturday?
2 words. Actually 3. Pat fucking McAfee.
Okay. Point taken. Yes. Pat McAfee was absolutely amazing at WrestleMania, but
He beat the hell out of Austin Theory, by the way. He beat the hell out of him. And then Vince got in the ring. What the hell was that about? I mean, I get it. It's his show. But why?
because
You Vince have to pull that power move. Why at that moment?
Wait, you liked the match, but now you're questioning it?
I'm questioning why Vince got in the ring.
Oh,
At that moment.
I wish I worked for WWE so I could tell you why. But I mean, if we have to go with the kayfabe idea, is that he's a punk old man who wanted to challenge Pat McAfee for making his boy look like a bitch.
Which he did, by the way.
Right.
He really did.
He made Austin Theory look like exactly how Austin Theory actually is. Shit. But no. The Vince McMahon thing, that was, I don't know, a little.
I was puzzled by it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was a cool. I don't know.
The
whole segment with like the whole thing was good, but like, yeah, there was definitely a low point, which I think, like, if you're gonna do storytelling, you do the high, you bring them low, and then you bring them back with an amazing finale. So, you know, exactly
at the end. And then Pat McAfee and Stone Cold were drinking beers, and then Pat McAfee got stunned by Stone Cold.
Right.
What?
What?
Yeah. By the way, that was really cool to see McAfee in the ring with Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, for a guy that loved wrestling, watching it and everything, as a kid and everything,
yeah,
that must have been really fucking cool.
I mean, I think that pretty much is like the ultimate checklist of, like, if you're gonna do Mania, these are the things you need to do.
Get a win, be in the ring with Vince, and then get Stone Cold stunned.
Drink a beer with Steve and then get stunned by him.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I don't know.
Being in the ring with Vince, that's unbelievable. I'm still puzzled and shocked, and like, that's just really cool.
I mean, hey, dude, like, this might be the last time we see Vince in the ring against anybody, like, actually fighting a match.
Yeah.
Like, I think this was like a bucket list thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not for a lot of people. I think, like, Vince probably wanted to get back in the ring, and just, who's the guy you're going to get back in the ring with? Steve got his ultimate redemption from retiring. He got a great final match in Texas.
That was a really good match.
But I mean, that's a separate thing. But like, oh yeah. Steve's match on his own. Like, I mean, you could definitely tell Kevin was carrying the match. Let's be honest. But
yeah, like it should have been,
because
because of how long Steve has been out of the ring.
Yeah. But I mean,
that's got nothing Yeah.
he made Steve look great. And then Steve showing up at the aftermatch for Pat McAfee, doing everything that they needed to do there. That was awesome. And the stunner on everybody to close out the whole segment, hysterical. I mean, the shot of Pat just laid out on the floor, just drinking the beer,
Yeah,
had me dying.
that was just great.
But like I said, I do think Saturday night was the better show. There were standout moments like the Steve showing up for Pat McAfee at the end that do help, but they elevate Sunday. But
Yeah,
overall, if Steve didn't show up on Sunday,
it still would have been.
Argue with me on how Sunday was a better show. I don't know. Can't really. Because if let's just say Steve didn't show up, right? And the show ends, well, that segment, that time slot ends where Vince gets the win on Pat, and then they just leave, right? They just leave. Yay.
Yeah, I agree with you. Then Saturday night would be better, head and shoulders.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
That made it really cool because we got Stone Cold twice, essentially, in 2 different nights.
Yeah, no, we got Steve twice. The crowd, I mean, I think Steve showing up was more for like the crowd. Like, hey, Sunday crowd, you also get Steve. Don't worry about it.
Then again, there was a lot of people there with combo tickets who got to see both shows live. So
yeah, well, there's that. There could be that. Yeah. But yeah, so let's go over last week, me and you, Gerard, we did a predictions episode where we basically decided or we tried to agree or disagree on who we actually think is going to win based off a match card that was posted online. So the match card that I have here is going to be completely out of order on how the matches actually took place at WrestleMania. But anyway, let's go off the list as fast as possible because I don't want to sit here for 2 hours and make the whole podcast just a review of a predictions video, you know? All right.
Right.
So last week, we both predicted that Kevin Owens was going to be eating a stunner. Now, I had said that I think that Stone Cold is actually not going to wrestle. I was in the club thinking that he's retired, no shot with his knee that he would ever get back in the ring to actually do a fight.
I'm the one that said he would be in the ring.
You had that idea, but you also said that he was going to get it was going to be a stun off where it was just going to be like the security were going to come down and Steve and Kevin were going to be like stunning out the whole security team. And then at the end, whoever had the most stuns was going to get the stun off the other guy. But you did say Kevin was going to eat the stunner. So in a way, kind of right. Also, we were kind of wrong. I mean, like,
right.
You know, we were betting on the right guy. But like to get a whole match, amazing.
That was really cool.
Okay, that was my childhood, like, came back in a big way.
Yeah, it did. Totally. That was really cool.
And like we already talked about the match. That was an amazing match. And well, like I said, Kevin did carry the show. Kevin definitely carried that.
Like he should have.
Yeah, I mean, like Steve definitely put a lot of like trust in Kevin. So yeah, I mean, like they're two professionals who put a good show together. And hey, my childhood was super fucking happy about it. So thank you. Thank you, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and thank you, Kevin Owens.
That was great, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
So then next up on the list, we had the Raw Women's Championship match. It was Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. We both said Becky was leaving with the belt. And what actually happened, Gerard?
Bianca got it.
Yeah, Bianca got the belt, which is perfectly fine. And hey, it looks good on her. So fuck it. Becky was weird though. Like, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the outfit, like the whole like
it was really weird
shit.
though.
Like, yo,
it was weird.
Yeah, like
I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah. I was like, yo, why does she look like Lady Gaga? Like, that's all I could think of. Like, I was like, it's just weird. Like, anyway, like still, it was cool. They had a good match. But Bianca Belair is the new Raw Women's Champion, and put some respect on the EST.
Yeah, you're right.
Next up was a match that I was not prepared for, but ultimately excited about. The Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios.
Yes, The Miz and Logan Paul got the win.
Which is exactly what we predicted.
And then, which we didn't predict, The Miz turned on Logan Paul, giving him a skull-crushing finale.
Hysterical.
I did not expect that at all. That was great.
Now, you know what's funny about that is that I had predicted that that Dominic was going to turn on Ray.
Me too. I predicted it too.
Right? Yeah. We were like, okay, like I thought Dominic was going to abandon Ray and just take the mask off of his father and hand it to hand it to Miz and Logan, and then just leave the match with his father covering his face for, I don't know, either guy to pin. But no, not the case. Actually, the turn came from the Miz. So
that works out. The Miz stood tall on his own, as he should.
Now, okay, I think we're just gonna like review our predictions, right? We're not gonna talk about like the future consequences of what's gonna happen, of what's happening, right? We'll do that next. Okay. New Day and Sheamus with Ridge Holland. I said New Day. You said Sheamus and Ridge Holland. It did not take place that night.
It took place on Sunday instead.
Right. So Sunday night, and a what, like 2-minute match?
Probably, yeah.
It was so fucking fast, right? All so disappointing.
It was fast.
And Sheamus and Ridge ended up getting the win, which surprised the fuck out of me. What's their boy's name? What's their guy? Like the psychopath? Butch. That's Butch. Now, I did like on the show, I forgot which one, if it was Kofi or if it was Xavier. They said it was Butch. Oh shit, what do they call him? He gave him nicknames. It was like, forgot. They made fun of him. I got the name. It was Butch, Botch, and Bitch. Right? They called him that. Butch, Botch, and Bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad I finally got that.
Butch, Botch.
You remember that, right? Like,
yeah. That was great. But yeah, that was good.
Then next up was the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. It was the Usos versus Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Boogs got injured.
Boogs got injured, and that was my vote. Went right out the window.
Mine too.
You said the Usos, but you weren't sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought it could go on either way. Boogs got injured bad.
Yeah, fucked his knee up.
He's gonna be out for a while. By the way, we saw on SmackDown tonight, Nakamura come out on his own, step up to Roman Reigns.
Oh, you're jumping the gun. That's something we got to talk about later.
Okay.
Jumping the gun over here.
That's a hint for everybody. That's a hint.
Don't
edit that out. Don't edit that out.
All right.
Because that's awesome. Give everyone a hint.
Afterwards was Drew McIntyre versus Happy Hogan. Oh my god. Happy for your Marvel fans out there.
Happy Corbin.
Happy Corbin. We both said Corbin would win. And actually Drew McIntyre did it. And that was the first match of the night. And fucking McIntyre took his sword out and fucking destroyed the ropes at the end.
That was funny.
Like, dude, that was awesome. But I was like, did they just cancel WrestleMania? So then you got the SmackDown Women's Championship match with Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey.
I was really surprised at this one.
Right? You said Ronda, I said Charlotte. I was right.
Charlotte won.
Walked out of there with the championship belt. So there's that. The Seth Rollins match. You threw out a shit ton of names that, quite
It could have
frankly,
been.
I mean, hey, some of them could have been. There was other ones that you threw out that were absolute garbage. Like fucking calling out Matt Cardona, Eddie Edwards, Moose. Fuck were you thinking, Gerard?
I was just thinking of people because I read a rumor that it could be someone from outside the company.
Yeah.
And those were the guys that I would predict.
Hey,
And
I mean,
turns out,
they could have been solid ones. Solid, but
yeah.
nah, WWE
It was
is
the
not
American-
opening that forbidden
It
door.
was the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes, everybody.
Cody Rhodes.
That was a good match, by the way. That was really good.
That was a
That
show
was
stealer.
solid. That was solid. I think that was the best match of the whole night. Between me and you, like, I know Becky and Bianca was really good.
Yeah.
Charlotte and Ronda was okay. The tag team title match was pretty good.
Mm.
But I think the best match of the night was Cody and Rollins.
And you know what's funny you saying that now? Is that last week you said Rollins would win no matter his opponent.
Yeah.
You said especially if it was Cody.
Yeah, I did. I'll eat that one.
Yeah, you better eat that one. Throw some ketchup and mustard on that and fucking devour that bitch.
That's good.
I'll take the point because I'd called it Cody would win.
Yeah.
Day 2, Sunday night. We had Bobby Lashley versus Omaz. Now, I was not prepared for this match at all. I thought it was funny that they were going to bring back Bobby Lashley after getting injured, all that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, they just decided to scrap all of that and bring Bobby back. Cool. We both voted that Bobby Lashley would be coming back and winning. And so I did not write the answer on that. Who ended up winning that, Gerard?
That was
Omaz.
Yeah.
With the fucking steal, thanks to MVP.
No, MVP wasn't there Sunday. MVP
Sorry.
was not at ringside.
Sorry,
Sunday.
I'm combining Monday's show. Sorry, it's all a blur to me. Wait, so who won? It was Lashley, right?
I think it was Lashley.
It was Lashley, right?
It was
because
Lashley.
Okay,
Lashley got the
sorry. Sorry, let me just note that
That
down.
was Omos's first singles loss.
Okay, right. Shit, I didn't put down any of the actual wins on the day 2 slot. Okay, fuck my life. Edge versus AJ Styles. We both said AJ Styles would win. We're fucked up because ultimately it was Edge who ended up walking out of there after getting the assist. Well, the distraction? Would you say it's more like a distraction?
Yeah, because he didn't really do anything in the match.
Right.
He kind of came out and we weren't sure. Damian Priest.
Fucking Damian Priest, man.
Oh my god.
Defected to Edge's.
He
group?
distracted him.
Yeah. So fuck that. So Edge apparently is starting a new group, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yep.
Then, of course, we had the Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. We both said Pat was winning. What a fucking
and he won.
How amazing was that we got that point? Didn't like we said, didn't see the Mr. McMahon match afterwards, but hey, that was a good one also.
Yeah.
Then you got women's tag team championship match, Queen Zelina with Carmella, Naomi and Sasha Banks, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Now, I will right off the bat eat this. I said Natty and Shayna were gonna win.
And who won, Joe?
You tell me because I didn't write down the win there. I forgot.
Naomi and Sasha.
And that was your point.
Yes,
Congratulations.
that was my pick. Oh yeah.
But to be fair, I did say anybody but Queen Zelina and Carmella. That shit needed to end. I hate it.
Right.
So thank God.
Yeah.
Next up was the greatest match. Okay, this was the best match joke match. Like, I don't know. This was one of my favorite matches.
The match itself was decent. The ending was stupid, in my opinion.
Sammy in Knoxville?
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about Roman and Brock.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
In a minute there, John.
I'm sorry.
Jumping the gun again.
I'm sorry. All right. Sammy in Knoxville.
I said Johnny was going to win. You said Sami Zayn. And guess who's right? The biggest jackass in the room. Hey, what? Why would you say that? Fuck you. Johnny Knoxville took the win with the Jackass crew.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I think it was just a solid match to just have fun with. If you weren't entertained or having fun, then I don't know what kind of a person you are.
I mean, I like Johnny Knoxville. I like the Jackass crew, but I don't know. I just don't know.
You don't know?
No. Let's just go to the next match, please.
All right. Raw Tag Team Championship. Okay. The Raw Tag Team Championship match, RK Bro versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. Now,
RK Bro won.
RK Bro won, and neither of us get a point there.
Right.
I said
I
Alpha
thought the Street
Academy.
Profits. I thought the Street Profits.
Yeah.
Because I thought the Street Profits were going to win and then possibly turn heel on Monday night.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I didn't want to see them turn heel. I figured a heel team should just automatically like take it.
I feel that the way they came out with different looks, especially Angelo Dawkins, the bigger guy.
Yeah.
He came out with a totally different look, which is why I thought, oh my God, this is gonna happen. They're gonna win the titles and then turn heel. Because usually when you see someone change their look, it's either a heel turn or something's gonna happen. And as it turns out, no, the guy just got a haircut.
That was it.
No, but you get what I'm saying, Joe, right?
Yeah.
Why I thought that.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention to the look. I just paid attention to the attitude, just the way they were coming to the ring, demanding a match.
Exactly.
You know, shit like that. It was like, oh, this is spicy.
Yeah, they are.
But for nothing. The title versus title match, the unification, Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus WWE Champion Brock Lesnar. We both said Lesnar was leaving with the titles.
Now about that match. Here's my thought on it.
Go.
The match itself was good up until the end. It's not that I don't like Roman Reigns. It's just that I feel that Roman needs to be knocked down a couple of bit. To be perfectly honest.
You're talking just your thoughts up until before SmackDown or before Raw.
Before everything.
Leading into Mania, you wanted him to be taken down a peg.
Couple.
And
now I like Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of him with the title right now. For right now. You know, I feel, I don't know. I feel like the end was just crazy, weird. And it was so quick too. It was quick. Right?
I was expecting it to go on a little bit longer. Like they looked like they were like saving their stamina for some more stuff.
I thought Brock would have kicked out after that last move. I thought Brock would have kicked out one more time. Yeah. Something, you know. That's what I thought.
No, just flat done. My thought process for this was that they kept talking about like Roman's how many days he's been champion and all these stats they kept pulling up. And I was like, okay, like the dude's been the champion for like 2 years at this point. Like maybe it's time he actually drops it. Like how can they keep him going, you know?
That's what I thought too.
And here's another thought that I had that like now I'm so I can't wait to get the answer to, because I proposed this question to a couple of my other friends in a Facebook chat. And I said, what would happen if Roman, like at the time, it was like theoretically, if Roman keeps the title and they unify the belts, what do they do with the stats? Do the stats carry over into the next belt, into the new belt? Like automatically day one, new title it gets debuted, right, Gerard?
Yeah.
New belt. Let's say after a week, it's only been around for one day the title exists, right? Let's say they debuted it, I don't know, on Monday. Obviously that's not what happened, but let's just say they debut the new title on Monday and they go, okay, the stats now are Roman Reigns. Do we continue the stats from the last championship title, or do we start, or is there a reset button? And they go, okay, now Roman is champion for only one day. That title gets the title gets retired.
You can't discount that title reign though from Reigns. You can't discount the title reign that Reigns had with that Universal title.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So like
that's my opinion.
But I'm saying is if they introduce a new title, a unified title, right? One new belt, and they go, okay, this is the new belt, whatever it's called, the Universal World Heavyweight Championship title. It's given to Roman Reigns. Is he still like the 600-day champion, or is he the day one champion with the new belt? You know, and like we take the old belt and we retire it, and in the record books, it will always say that Roman retired the belt with 500 plus days as champion. Obviously, you can't stop that with that belt. Like that belt is going to always have Roman as a champion, but this new belt, it's clean. It's a clean slate.
Right.
My question was basically reiterate, do the stats carry over to the new belt? So I want to see what WWE will do with that. That's kind of exciting to me. And so that question was where I was thinking, they're not going to let Roman unify the titles because that's just a complicated thing to think about. And would they want to go down that road? Wouldn't it just be easier to say, here's a new title? But then again, then Brock Lesnar's stats would have to carry over. I don't know. My brain was just all over.
Here's what they should do.
Yeah.
Here's what they should do.
Take it.
Debut a new title when a new champion is crowned, and it's not Brock or Roman.
Well,
debut a new title then. You know what I'm saying? Then that way the new champion gets a new title.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's a new slate.
They could do that.
That's what I think they will do.
Yeah. Because there's still an opportunity to do that. Like they still have to debut a new title. I mean, as of this week, that hasn't actually occurred yet. Like we're still dealing with the two belts.
Because there's no new championship contender yet.
Right. But anyway, I think that's a good question to propose. And I don't know, anybody who's watching and has their thoughts on what they should do with the stats, like I described, throw them in the comments. Let us know, because what do you think they should do with that shit? Like, I don't know. I'm waiting to see what WWE does with it. But you let me know.
Me too.
Let us know. Anyway, so now let's go into, I guess, the consequences of WrestleMania and how everything will affect Monday, how everything does affect Monday, SmackDown, and leading into Backlash. Gerard.
Okay. Here we go. On Raw, we finally see Veer Mahan.
Oh, yeah.
Finally. He attacked the Mysterios.
Yep.
And now, this coming week on Raw, he has a match with Roman Reigns. I mean, Rey Mysterio.
Okay. Whoa. Hey, number one contender.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. Edit that out.
Nah, it's fine. It's fun.
He's got a match with Rey.
Yeah.
I think Rey is going to get destroyed by Veer.
Yeah. That's pretty.
It looks like
obvious. That's
looks like it.
Things aren't looking good for Rey.
Yeah. Um, things haven't been looking great for Ray anyway. A loss to the Miz again at WrestleMania.
A loss to Miz and Logan Paul.
Yeah,
Like on Dominic, no big deal. The kid's got a whole career.
he's a
ahead of
kid.
him.
He's a kid.
But Ray, oh no, buddy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But hey, Veer Mahan looks amazing. I fucking love the look. The look is amazing.
Yeah, it is really good. He looks like a beast.
I mean, we kept on joking, right? Like we're like, when is this guy gonna actually fucking debut? Like, what are we doing here? And he comes out finally, and he just destruction.
Fucks up Rey Mysterio.
The guy needs a break. Not actually break him.
Oh shit, that's funny.
What else?
The women's tag team champs, Naomi and Sasha Banks, beat Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan on Raw.
Okay, yes.
Even though Liv and Rhea lost last week, they have a tag team title shot this week on Raw coming up.
Go fucking figure.
I don't know where to go with that match.
Honestly,
I don't know who to predict.
Rhea Ripley is a beast, right?
You know what I think's gonna happen? You know what I think could happen?
Tell me.
Because if you watch Raw,
Yeah.
the way Rhea left the ring, think about this. Rhea got the tag title shot after talking to Adam Pearce
Yes.
and Sonya Deville. Now, how crazy would it be if Rhea turned on Liv Morgan during the match?
I see that absolutely happening. I think we all know that's happening.
Yeah.
For sure.
And Liv Morgan, though, by the way, she's awesome in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley's a badass. She's going to get back to that, you know. And I think it would be cool to see Rhea challenge Bianca for the title.
Okay.
Because it's two,
Yeah.
you know, two women that can really do so much in the ring. And I think the title will be fine in either hand, you know, with either one of them.
Oh, for sure. I definitely think that Rhea is a huge threat to Bianca.
She just has to set herself up. And I think if Rhea turns on Liv, goes heel, and then let's say a week or two from now, Rhea challenges Bianca, I think that'll be really cool.
So here's my proposal.
Okay.
I think Rhea and Liv go through with the tag team match, lose. Rhea gets pissed.
Right. I'm right there with you. That's what I mean.
Rhea gets pissed, but there's a new stable in development. She joins Edge.
Who, Rhea?
Rhea turns heel, joins Edge's group. Couple weeks, I think, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Challenges Bianca Belair for the title as a heel.
And Edge somehow distracts Bianca.
I don't know about Edge.
Not really, like not getting involved physically, but just him at ringside, just you know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't like the idea of having guys come out to distract the women. You know, I mean, it's entirely possible they could do that, but I'm just thinking strictly you keep the women's stuff like just between them.
Oh, yeah.
And you just have like Rhea, now that she's like had this brain altering moment with Edge's group and society, ends up winning and destroying Bianca Belair and takes the title. And I think that could be the first championship title to join the stable with Edge under Edge's control. I think that might be something that's definitely something to think about. And I think we should be aware of that.
Now, Do you think Balor will end up defending the title against Damian Priest at Backlash? Damian Priest never had his rematch.
I
with
think
Balor
they should
since
do
Balor
that.
won.
I absolutely think something like that should
That way,
happen.
Edge's stable will eventually have 2 titles,
Yeah.
not 1.
But then that also means that Edge needs to get involved and get a title also. But whatever's happening right now with Roman Reigns, I don't know if he would look really bad if Edge doesn't have a title. Like
He
you
could
want
go
the
after
stable,
Ricochet and get the Intercontinental title.
Intercontinental US Championship title, Women's Championship title.
It's a start.
That's a start right there. I think that could work. Yeah.
But I don't know if Edge is going to go for the Intercontinental title at this point.
Yeah, he seems more like he'd rather go for the championship title, but
Yeah.
that's locked up right now with Roman and whoever gets involved with that storyline. So I don't know. I think we're gonna have to like really like ignore any chances of somebody having a championship title at this point.
Yeah. MVP turned on Lashley
Yes. Yeah.
on Monday night, and you were talking about that before.
Yeah. I fucked that one up. Sorry.
That
That came
was
out of
really
fucking
cool.
nowhere, and I love
That
it.
really
I
did-
love
that re-
when shit is unexpected.
that really
no,
did.
No spoilers
come out of
came
nowhere.
out. Nobody said, "Hey, there might be a switch happening at on Raw." Nothing. Nobody saw. Like at least I didn't hear anything about it. So that was awesome. Love that. Keep doing more shit like that.
Yeah.
And so now MVP
Totally.
is managing
With Omos.
Omos. So hey,
Yep.
Omos needs a dude on the mic for him. He needs a Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
So
And MVP can be that guy.
yeah,
Like I know Paul Heyman is on his own level,
right.
but MVP is really good on the mic also.
He's a good alternative. He's a good
Right.
other guy.
Right.
It works. It works. MVP's got that like cocky, no shit's given. I mean, you need that. You need that.
Cocky arrogance to him.
Right.
And I like that. And that's what Paul has too.
Exactly.
Paul has the cocky arrogance also. And that's what makes it good.
Yeah.
That's what makes it watchable every week.
Right.
It doesn't matter who Paul Heyman's with, whether it be Cesaro, Brock, Roman, whoever he was with.
Exactly. Paul's already got that thing that like when Paul is with a guy, gold. It's gonna be gold. It's gonna be good. And MVP is gonna be exactly that. And man, I think he could do it better. Honestly, do.
I honestly would love to see Paul Heyman manage a female superstar.
That'd be fucking sick.
And you know who I would love to see him with?
Who?
On the female side? Tag team. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
That's a good choice. Yeah.
If they ever decided to do it.
Not
And
exciting.
stop putting Shayna with. Yes, it would. It would be great. Ronda and Shayna with the tag titles and Paul Heyman. And you want to say that's not interesting? That would be really cool.
I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if I'm excited to see like Paul Heyman come out and be like, oh, the women's champion. You know, I don't know. I think where he is right now is perfectly fine because talking about him being anywhere else means that you have to like remove him from the Roman story. And I think right now he fits perfect in there in that dynamic. That to just be like, oh, now we're gonna get 2 times we're gonna see Paul Heyman, and he's gonna come out with Ronda and
this could be down the line though.
whatever.
This could be down the line. Because
Sure.
who knows if Roman loses the title to someone, what he's gonna do with Heyman.
At this point, I think the titles are secured around his waist. I don't see them going anywhere else.
But you know what I'm saying though, right?
I get it. Yeah. I just want to argue anything you say.
Of course.
I'm going to challenge you, bro.
But I have a feeling down the line it could happen.
Yeah. What do you got next?
Where if Roman loses the title, you know, and then he's pissed at Heyman, tells Heyman to leave, and not
Right.
come back. Heyman needs something to do, and there you go. It'll come up. Zelina finally woke up and attacked Carmella on Raw.
Thank you.
This is probably the best thing that Zelina could do.
Well, I mean, she had to get
Because
rid of that
now-
shit immediately. So
Because
thank you.
now
Thank
she
you.
can go out on her own and
do something
something.
good. Like, do something better. I don't know, man. I mean, like, she's gonna be the queen, right? She's gonna be Queen Zelina for a while, at least. When are they doing another Queen of the Ring? In a year?
I don't know. I think so. I don't know.
When was the Queen of the Ring? When was that?
Back in the summertime, I believe. I believe it was back in the summertime.
Hold on, I'm just gonna check that real quick and get that fact check.
I believe it was in the summer, though.
It was in October. It was at Crown
Okay.
Jewel. They did the
Okay.
yeah
The finals.
tournament. The
Okay.
tournament, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so she has about until October for them to do another like King Queen of the Ring thing. So,
Right.
you know, let's hope she actually makes the reign actually like worth something in the
Yeah.
next couple of months, because that
Yeah.
you know, I want to see more. I want to see more. I mean,
Yeah.
you cannot
Zelina
take-
is really good in the ring. No, she really is good in the ring. She's,
she's good when she's
she's
not
really-
carrying
yeah.
the queen of whatever.
not carrying Carmella. Not carrying Carmella. Yeah. So
Well, hey, on a real, on the real, congratulations to Carmella and Corey. They
yeah.
got married. So this week,
Yeah.
Thursday. So congrats.
Oh,
there.
by the way, Jerry the King Lawler is on commentary for Raw for the next few weeks.
Okay, cool.
In place of Corey Graves.
That's interesting.
In
But that
place
would
of Corey
explain
Graves.
why King was kind of weird on Mania. He was kind of being like a heelish commentator,
Yeah.
and I was like, what the fuck is
was.
this guy doing? And so it makes
Yeah.
sense. Bring him in as a commentator
Yeah.
and be the heel again.
Yeah. Kind of. And yeah,
Cool.
so we have that to look forward to. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael, yeah, that's really gonna be good. Yeah, so should be good to see
Yeah.
King back on Raw every week for a while. For at least a few weeks, maybe a month, whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to that. Now let's go to SmackDown.
You did not get through anything that I wanted to talk about on Raw.
What do you want to talk? What else did you want to talk about?
Let's see. You got Miz defeated Dominic Mysterio via pinfall. Skull
Okay.
crushing finale.
Yeah, you did.
You did the debut of Veer. NXT Championship. Braun Breaker came out, defeated Dolph Ziggler for the NXT Championship.
Yeah, you did.
Not worth talking about? Okay, cool. Hey, I'll go fuck myself, I guess.
Okay.
Austin Theory came out with the Usos, defeated RK Bro and Finn Balor via pinfall. So they're building Theory up now.
Yeah. They're trying
Edge,
to do something with Theory.
right?
I don't know.
Edge and Damian Priest
Maybe-
came out and they talked about the new alliance that they're forming. Priest saying Edge's recent promos felt like Edge was speaking to him. So the dude's fucked up in the head.
Yeah, he is. I like fucked up. By the way, I
Yeah.
like fucked up Edge. I like fucked
Well,
up Edge a lot.
fucked up
Sick and
Edge.
twisted.
Right.
It's
Rated-
kind of like the same way
Rated
I like Sick and
RKO.
Twisted Orton. Sick and Twisted Orton the same way.
Rated
know.
RKO. You remember that?
Right. Could you imagine Orton
No.
is a part of it
No.
and turns on Riddle?
No.
Could you imagine that?
No. I can see Riddle betraying Randy.
No.
I bet you.
No.
I bet you that's how it goes.
I don't think so.
The last thing I want to talk about on Raw. Ezekiel debuted on Monday Night Raw. Now, this was exciting.
We all know it's Elias, people. We all know.
Who?
It's Elias.
Who? What? What?
That was
I have no
pretty
idea
funny.
what you're talking about.
That was pretty funny.
But Ezekiel came out and declared himself as Elias's little brother, which I have to admit, they look very similar. So, hey, I guess that the genes run very strong in that family.
That's like back in the past where Santino dressed up as a sister.
Santina. Honestly, though, like, you got to think about, like, the parents. Like, what were they thinking? They were like, oh, we're going to name this one Santino. And, we have a girl, Santina. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
Put it, just write it down.
Exactly.
No, but, like, I'm wondering, like, the same situation happened here. Elias's parents were like, oh, we have Elias. Now we're just going to name this one Ezekiel. Like, what? You're not buying any of this, are you, Gerard?
Not really.
No. Okay. I thought it was hysterical though because Owens just stared him down and
Notice
then told him to
something.
get out of the ring, and then he left.
Notice something.
Excuse me.
Notice something.
Yeah.
They still went with Ezekiel and Elias had the catchphrase, what does WWE stand for?
They kept it with the E. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that. So okay. So you really think he's gonna like pull some shit and he's gonna be like WWE stands for, and then it's just gonna be like wrestling
walk with Ezekiel,
right? And then everyone's gonna chant walk with Elias.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be wrestling with Ezekiel.
No, can you imagine? They just said that every week, walk with Elias, and Ezekiel Elias got pissed off so much that he just left the ring.
Oh, I could see that
every
happening.
week.
Yeah. You know what would be really funny? You know what would be hysterical is if they keep chanting it and then he fucks up and he calls himself and he goes, WWE stands for walk with Ezekiel. But then he like fucks up and he goes, WWE stands for walk with Elias. I mean Ezekiel.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Puts that all to bed. That's great.
I can see some stupid shit like that happening. That is, man.
That's great.
Anyway, I think that about covers it for Raw there. So you want to move on to
let's go to SmackDown. Ronda Rousey opened up SmackDown.
Boo.
Wanting to challenge Charlotte to an I Quit match.
Yes. So
that was interesting.
Yes, but Charlotte turned around and told her to go fuck herself.
Basically.
She said, get to the back of the line, bitch.
That's exactly what she said, actually.
Right.
That I Quit match would be really cool, by the way.
But apparently,
I haven't seen an I Quit match in a while.
Yeah, I'm wondering why they would want to do something like this for real, like with WWE. Like, why? Like, are they looking that Charlotte's going to be leaving? Or are they looking that like maybe Ronda wants to leave and they just need a reason to write them off the show, so somebody has to quit? Like you gotta. It makes me wonder, like, what's the real shit that's going behind the scenes here? What's the real angle?
I don't know.
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte was done with WWE.
Yeah,
her husband's on AEW and her father's on AEW, right? Like,
no, Rick is not there.
Oh, what happened? I thought he was managing.
He's not there. No, he's not there. At least not yet.
Okay. I thought he came out to manage Andrade.
No.
What the fuck was I thinking of then?
There was something going around. There was a rumor going around that he wanted to do that, but I don't know. So that's happening. That's probably not happening.
Oh, okay. All
Probably
right.
not.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right. Whatever. I'm not even gonna bother fact checking any of the shit that I just said, but so I'll just nix that. What else you got?
Butch lost his debut match to Xavier Woods.
This was Butch's debut match?
Yes.
What a fucking psychopath this guy. I hate him. I told you I hate him. What's a small package?
Small package is where they roll them up.
That's what that's called, a roll up?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was reading it and I just I was like, I don't understand what that is. Somebody whipped somebody with their dick or something.
Yeah. Oh, we had SmackDown also had Gunther debut.
You're saying it wrong. Who? What?
Gunther.
What a fucking goon that guy is.
Oh my god.
And then he was accompanied by Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
Fucking Kaiser Sose over here.
Unbelievable.
I don't know. When I'm I don't know. Me, it obviously I think I'm like most fans, or you debut a new guy that I have no idea who they are. It's gonna take a while for me to warm up to them. I did get shit, what's the guy's name? I forgot. Who's the guy that they used to come out? It was oh god, with his wife. Rusev.
Yeah.
I got Rusev vibes from this guy. and like Gunther's what? Like I think maybe I'm wrong, but like were they trying to like say that he was like German or something? Like I don't know. Like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. He's
so interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting take. I feel like it's a new thing to have like a German dude, you know, billing this guy from Germany or whatever. So like that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's definitely new because I've seen is Scottish guys and Irish guys, and you know.
By the way, Gunther was in NXT, and he was the NXT UK champion.
Okay.
For a while.
Okay. Gotcha. That was his name. They didn't change it. Gunther.
It was Walter.
I like Gunther better. Even though I hate it.
No.
You like Walter?
No. I'll tell you why behind the scenes later on. Because that's a whole other bag of worms.
Okay.
That I don't want to talk about on here.
Okay. So Ludwig, no, sorry. It says Gunther made his debut with Kaiser, introducing Gunther ahead of the squash match, which, yeah, I don't know who this Joe Alonzo dude was.
He was the guy that Gunther squashed.
I know that, but who is he? NXT, just some fucking guy they pulled in, a local talent.
Just some fucking random guy. Probably.
I love how they're like, oh, Joe Alonzo, he was doing this and he's been training and whatever. And they're just like, okay, go fuck yourself, buddy. You just died.
Another thing that happened on SmackDown tonight?
Yes.
Raquel Gonzalez.
Okay.
Debuted as Raquel Rodriguez.
Right. So there's two things I want to talk about this. She is tall. Dude, yeah. I saw her standing next to I forgot the girl's name. Kayla. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this girl, is she standing on a box or is Kayla sitting down? What is happening here? And then I thought maybe it's a camera trick. No. And then fucking, what's their name? Los Lotharios come out.
Yeah.
And I was like, no fucking way is she taller than these two guys. Are you fucking serious?
You see, they wanted to kiss her.
Yeah.
She said no. You know why?
Because she's not related to them.
Because she's smart and she's not related to them. And she knows better. That's a kiss the guy and say, kiss their sister. And their cousin. And their aunt.
Their cousin,
their grandma.
The mother, the grandmother, the cousin twice removed.
stepdaughter, stepwife, whatever the fuck it is.
What fucking part of Pornhub are you on? Cool. It's like that little, you know, that like the meme of the kid on the internet, and he's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, hold on.
Anyway, I'm really happy that she debuted.
She didn't fight, right? I
No,
obviously I didn't get to tune in tonight.
She's
so.
no, not yet. But I'm happy she's on SmackDown because it's another challenger for Charlotte.
Yeah.
Down the line. Or even Ronda down the line. However they want to use her.
Or even Lacey Evans.
Yes. She was on SmackDown.
Finally.
And they coming out with a story.
Yes. A good story. I love it.
She talked about her dad being an alcoholic and everything and all this. I don't know.
Basically they're gonna put her in as a babyface.
Yeah, obviously.
Right. So makes sense. You know, get her backstory, get everybody behind her. So when she comes out, she's gonna gonna kick somebody's ass. And I think whoever leaves, it's supposed to be a Backlash, the Charlotte versus Ronda rematch.
If it happens, yeah.
If it happens, I think it will happen.
I think it will.
Lacey Evans coming in and challenging the winner there. I think that's exciting.
I don't know. I think we can see Gonzalez challenge first.
Well, I think she has to be in a couple squash matches first, right? Like she has to debut. We have to see her actually wrestle on the show. I mean, any of her NXT stats and credits don't really apply any longer when, you know, I mean, it's not my
change the name.
It's usually what ends up happening.
They changed her name.
Yeah.
So I guess all that's going to be forgotten about somehow.
Well, obviously, I mean, anytime they bring a guy up from NXT, it's a new person, you know, they got to throw him through all the obstacles.
I don't like when they bring someone from NXT that everyone liked, you know, and knew as one person, and they change the name.
Because they know, Gerard, they know nobody is actually watching NXT. Only the hardcore fans. And unfortunately, this podcast is half hardcore fan.
Yeah.
Me. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So
another interesting thing that happened on SmackDown. Shinsuke Nakamura came out to interrupt Roman Reigns.
Right.
Could we see Shinsuke?
No.
Be the first to challenge Roman since WrestleMania.
As a squash?
I think that would be that would be really good. I would love to see Shinsuke
you got to remember that the original plan was that Shinsuke was going to have Rick Boogs. If Rick Boogs actually got injured, and that was a real injury that happened on Monday on WrestleMania, whatever fucking day, that was obviously not the plan, and now they have to write Shinsuke off the show. So he may not even get a match against Roman Reigns. This may be the way they ended the show, where they fucking super kicked the shit out of him. That might be their way of just saying, sorry, buddy, we got nothing for you now.
I would love to see Shinsuke go against Roman and actually take the title. Shinsuke could do it.
I don't buy it.
Like Shinsuke.
I'm sorry.
I like Shinsuke.
I love Shinsuke. I don't buy it though that he will come in and beat Roman. No way. The only one I could have believed was Brock. At this point, I don't know who.
Somebody's gonna have to beat Roman at some point, though.
At some point.
And Shinsuke Nakamura does have the championship pedigree.
Sure.
He's been champion all across the world.
Unfortunately for you, WWE is going to keep Roman as champion for at least another year.
I don't think that long.
At least.
I don't think that long. I think at least till SummerSlam we'll see Roman as champion.
I don't know, buddy. I think Roman already put the path or laid the path for the future down. He already said the Usos are going to go and challenge the Raw Tag Team Champions.
That's going to be a really good match, by the way.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
That's going to be a really good match. Probably.
He wants the Usos to face for the Raw Tag Team Championships and unify the Tag Team Championship titles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good match.
If they
that's
do that, bro,
that's going to be a match. That's going to be a show stealer. If it happens.
What are we calling the family Roman's stable? What is Roman's stable?
The bloodline. The
bloodline. Okay. Can you imagine the bloodline with the unified championship titles, unified tag team championship titles? That's amazing. No other stable or no other team in WWE history will have that under their belt. And that's the direction they want to take it. I'm 100% behind that. I want to see that happen. For you to sit there and say Roman loses the championship at the next pay-per-view to Shinsuke Nakamura, I'm sorry, but that's just crazy talk. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
I think
I got very serious.
I think they're going to keep Roman champion until at least SummerSlam, though. Because they're going to need to find contenders for Roman on both Raw and SmackDown. Right? Cody's threw his name in the hat.
Oh, you think... Wait. Are you telling me that you think that at SummerSlam, a SmackDown #1 contender and a Raw #1 contender are both going to challenge Roman Reigns for the titles individually?
Either that. No.
You don't think that would happen? Because you just blew my fucking mind. Can you imagine that Roman has to do 2 matches at SummerSlam to cover his ass on 2 opponents?
I don't think that at all. I think at SummerSlam it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Roman, and Cody's going to win
for the unified title.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think Cody's going to win the title off Roman at SummerSlam. That's honestly what I think. Like, they have to build to it. They have to get to it. They have to build up Cody back in WWE.
Yeah.
And I feel that would be a really good match. Cody said he wants the title. I get it.
Dude.
I think at some point down the line it's going to happen.
No, at some point I think it will happen.
And to give Roman a big match against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam, a big event, I think I could see that happening.
Listen, I think Cody's got a lot of years with the WWE that I don't think within his first year, we're talking SummerSlam is in August. So you've got 4 months and Cody will be champion. 4 months into his run? I don't think so. I do not think Cody gets the titles that fucking fast. But I'm sorry, but my head now is only thinking about Roman having to face 2 different opponents for the Raw and the SmackDown brands. No. Yes, listen to me.
No.
Wait.
He's not going to have 2 different matches. He's not.
Why?
He's going to have 1 match and put up both titles. That's how it's going to work.
Okay.
Because by that point, they're going to have the new title belt.
Or they wait until SummerSlam is over, and when Roman beats both his opponents,
Roman loses. So one guy, come on, Joe.
Gerard, he faces 2 opponents, beats both opponents, unifies the title, and introduces the new championship belt.
No, that don't make sense. Why have Reigns on the card twice?
Because he's the champion twice.
Don't make sense.
He's twice champion.
He's a unified champion. By that point, they're gonna have one title.
I guess with your catchphrase, just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm good for tonight.
You're good? Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. This was Late Night Wrestle Chat. I'm Gerard. That's Joe. Have a good night.
I had the better ideas.
All right, Joe.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Good night.
Because I'll never give up.